Okay, let's get in our policy editor, then Supriya Srinath, who joins in now from New Delhi with all of the key takeaways from Rahul Gandhi's speech. Supriya, take it away.
In his first ever interaction with India Inc. in so many years of being in public life, this was his first public interaction. Rahul Gandhi's big message really was not a concrete economic agenda, and that's exactly what we asked leaders of the industry, that were they disappointed? The answer to that question is no, because they believe it is not his job to lay down a concrete economic agenda. That's the job of the government. He's not a part of it. That's the job of policymakers, and that's precisely what the Prime Minister did yesterday. But as far as Rahul Gandhi's own speech is concerned, they believe it was a frank speech. It was spoken by the heart. It was inspiring and good to see a man who's not a hard-nosed politician, who wants to democratize Indian politics, who wants to decentralize decision-making, and that is something which he emphasized was the way forward. So a lot of India Inc. is giving thumbs up to that one thing that he said, democratization of Indian politics. On the very particular question of the dual power model that the Congress party seems to be endorsing, and if one were to draw inference from Rahul Gandhi's own speech, he wants to be a man focused on the Congress party. He's not obsessed being the Prime Minister. In fact, he mocked about the fact that people ask him so often. The verdict there is divided. Some people in India Inc. believe it has to be a straight line of command. There has to be one leader responsible and where the buck should stop. Others believe around the world this model is followed, and what's really wrong with that. But as far as Rahul Gandhi's maiden speeches goes, there's a thumbs up from India Inc. because they believe here's a man who's finally and frankly speaking openly and perhaps not speaking so much of his mind but more his heart.
I think Mr. Gandhi acknowledged the power of technology, what projects like telecommunications have done. Importantly, I think he sought collaboration of different segments of society, in particular business, to collaborate with the government, with the poor sections of society, with the middle class, and build together a new modern India.
Our expectation was that he would talk to us about what his vision of India was, which he very much did, and he talked about a very important point, that there should be grassroots involvement so that there is a consensus on which way the country should go. And I think everybody was delighted at what he said.
Was delighted to hear what he said. I'm not sure how much of that is practical or not practical. A million people getting power and voice, that's what he was saying. My one aim in life is to give them voice. And whether I become Prime Minister, whether I get married, are irrelevant. One may disagree or agree with that. I was impressed, as I said, with his frankness, with his liberal views, with the fact that he spoke from the heart, the fact that he spoke extempore.
Okay, so Rahul Gandhi there being lauded by corporate India, and of course he did stress in his speech that India Inc. is being held back by an unresponsive political system. So let's find